Get strong without strain. G, Scampone Training, your at-home isometrics resource. 30 exercises, 30 minutes, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I have a foot plate and a strap. I have 2 sticks to help me for balance purposes. And I have a mat to put on the ground when I'm ready to lay on the ground. Okay, here we go, everybody. We're going to begin the set in 3, 2, 1. We're going to set up the Zercher squat. Okay, so get the strap in a position where you can tuck your feet underneath your shoulders, your knees stacked up on your feet, your elbows stacked up on your knees. I'm pressing my feet into the ground. As you see here, this is at my elbows, and I'm keeping my abs tight. And we got 15 seconds left. This is where you're going to start to contract your full body. 8 seconds. We want to be 8 out of 10 here, or 10 out of 10. Continuing to breathe and finish. 2, 1, and rest. Like I said, we have 15 seconds rest. Our next exercise is going to be a Zercher position. Zercher position split squat. So, back into that Zercher position. Ideally, we would like to have both knees at 90 degrees. Remember to account for your shin angle. So your thigh does not have to be parallel with the ground to be at 90 degrees. Most of your weight's on your front foot. We're breathing, and we're keeping our hips square. Staying nice and tight through the ground. 15 seconds left. Pressing your feet into the ground. Anytime you need to take a break, or if you want to end the set there, do so. Chest stays up. 3, 2, 1, rest. These 3 right in a row, the Zercher squat and the Zercher split squat, are tough to start out our set. Again, keeping the chest up, keeping everything nice and tight to you. The further the strap goes away from you, the more it's engaged in your core. I recommend keeping the strap nice and tight. And you can even press your hands together, keeping your chest upright, rotating your hips square and tall. Most of the weight's on the front foot. We have 10 seconds left. You can do this without a strap. You can just do this in space using gravity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I wonder if we're going to start moving to some single leg stuff. Oh, a little break for the upper body, or for the low body. We're going to the bicep curl. Let's be nice up and upright here and tall. 90 degrees at the elbows if we can get this. And keep the hands open, because I don't want to worry too much about our grip today. I'm just looking for muscle activation and tendon strengthening. So, trying to bring my hands up towards my shoulders if the strap wasn't there. Flexing the elbow. Standing nice and tall still. Driving the feet into the ground with a good posture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Ooh, the shrug. Cool. I like the flow of this so far. So the shrug, we're still going to be nice and tall. And we're bringing our shoulders up to our ears and slightly pulling back. If you need a little bit more tension, you can go ahead and get up on your toes here. If you cannot balance, it's okay. The balance will come over time. As your muscles start firing the right cells and motor units and activating the right muscle fiber, you're going to be stuck to the ground and stable. 10 seconds. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10 effort. Breathing, breathing, breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Going to our next exercise. Ooh, the skier. Okay. Let's make sure we get this one set up right. So, the strap's going to be behind you. You're going to simply press your hands away from you, keeping your arms straight. So maybe I'll go this way. So nice and tall. Shoulder blades back. Hands back away from you. If you want to get into a slight squat here, this is even better. Again, we don't really have to really grab onto anything aggressively because we're doing enough without having to force it. So keeping the elbows straight, keeping the hands open if you want, pressing your hands away from you. You should be spreading your chest, pulling everything back. 3, 2, 1, rest. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. I wish someone was here to tell me what I got next. Oh, the hip press. Okay, cool. This one's really growing on me. This one's one of my favorites so far. So, strap's still behind you. Get into a squat position. The strap goes just above the hip bones. Feet are in the ground. Knees are in alignment with the toes. We're not flaring out. We're not caving in. We're pressing down. So again, the strap is here at my hip bone. This is probably one of our stronger exercises. You want to feel a lengthening of the hamstring as you're contracting your quads. 15 seconds left. Really pressing your feet down. 9, 8, 7, breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so I also have to mention, and I can't mention it enough, moving to the deadlift, is your breathing. So we're doing two things. We're holding position and we're breathing. So let's lower the strap down here, and we're going to do a feet tight deadlift. So spread the chest, get your hips high. This is where we're going to hold on, but we're still pulling everything back. I don't want to be rounded here. That's a no-no. We're still pulling everything back, sticking the tailbone back, and having an S curve in the spine. Now really engage in the muscle fiber for 14 seconds. Tighten everything up as you breathe. 2, 1, rest. What do you guys think so far? Okay, now we're gonna go sumo deadlift. Our hands are gonna be inside of our knees. Our knees are gonna be wide. This is where we're gonna flare the knees wide and the toes wide. Chest is gonna be more tall and upright here. We're trying to abduct. Drive our knees away from each other. Still pulling everything back, tucked and tight, engaging all the muscle fiber. Especially the opposing muscles to the ones where you feel burn, like I'm starting to get it in my quads. It's burning in my quads. Now this is where I want to activate my hamstrings and my hips. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Ooh, those back to back are something special, aren't they, kids? Okay, the reverse squat. This is where I'll suggest to grab on to your PVC pipe or your broomsticks. Okay, let's take our time with these ones. We could slow it down here. If you're not in position yet, that's fine. We're gonna go reverse squat. So one foot's gonna go down. The strap is gonna be at your toe. I hope I'm centered in the shot here. So I'm dorsiflexing my ankle, pull my toe up. Standing tall on my right leg, driving my left leg up. Reverse squat. Tall from the top of my head, down my spine into my hips, through my calf and in my feet. Everything's protecting the spine. And rest. Am I in the shot? Maybe I'll slide this way a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go into the other leg. If you don't have these, you can use a chair, okay, or pool sticks, or you can go without. But I still want you doing something with your upper body. So if you're not using your sticks, maybe have your hands behind, or what Brad Thorpe calls, I think he calls this preacher position or prayer position, something like that, but he's driving his hands in and his elbows in, keeping everything tight. But of course, nothing is slack as we're doing the isometrics. 10, keeping the other leg straight, the leg that's down, keep that straight as possible. 5, 4, nice and tall, 3, breathing, 2, 1, and rest. Hip extension. All right, so this one is probably advised the most. This is the exercise advised the most. Let's tighten up the strap a little bit. Where you're gonna stand on and you're gonna make sure that the strap is at your back heel. So one foot is on the foot plate, the other foot is driving back into hip extension, keeping both legs straight. And this knee here is at a 45-degree angle out. It's not straight forward here. It's not at a 90-degree angle. We're at 45 degrees. And I'm squeezing this glute. Both hips are fired. What do you think my neighbors think of me? Wait until they see me have to get on the ground here for everybody. And rest. So the best way to transition here is probably just to get that foot back as fast as possible. So once again, if you're not ready by the time the new timer begins, 3, 2, 1, and begin. If you're not ready by that new timer begins, then that's okay. Man, I hope I'm doing a good job here. I have live going right now. Hello to anybody who's watching live. We're in hip extension. Driving one foot down, one foot back, keeping both legs straight, using a strap and a foot plate. The DIY option would just to be to lay a 2x6 down, or just stack a couple 2x6 down, and you got 10 seconds. Go as hard as you can here. Both legs are straight and standing nice and tall. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, some glutes, some hips. Oh, bent over row. Cool. Okay, we're back to the upper body compound exercise. Let's get this to a bent over row position. We're right here with it, okay? So we're in an RDL. Our nose are over our toes. We're pulling everything back. Now, instead of a deadlift, where we're straight in our arms, we're going to bend the arms back into a row. And we're pulling the shoulders back. We don't want to be rounded here. We want to spread the chest, pull the shoulders back. Your spine's extended through the neck. Nice and tall through the neck. Keep the elbows bent. You're going to want to straighten up. Nope. Fight that temptation. Bend the elbows 90 degrees, pulling back. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, I think we got 2 more standing. We have 1 more standing. Exercise number 15. Wow, we made it this far, everybody. A calf raise. Okay, so get this to about where your hips are. And we're going to begin our calf raise. Arms are straight, everything back, and begin. Nice and tall here. I hope I'm in the shot. Move over a little bit. This is where I need a producer. Keep saying that. Focusing on your breathing. Take note of what your breathing is doing. Is it fast? And if it's like that, that's okay. Or is it steady and slow? 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, think everybody, it looks like, okay, we're gonna be on the ground here. Okay, let's keep the strap exactly the way it is. We're ready to transition to the ground, people. We're gonna be seated on the Isometric. We'll be seated first. I hope everybody can see this. We're gonna go into a shoulder press. So wherever you were with that calf raise, it's probably a good position to get right into shoulder press. If you can keep your legs straight and flat and down, press your legs together and flat. Pressing up. I like slightly pressing my hands away from each other as I press up. Again, if you're just getting into the proper position, you can pause this, rewind this, or finish here with 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, as hard as you can go, 2, 1, rest. Okay, it's too bad because I wish I can not have to stand up every time. Okay, we're gonna be on our back. We're gonna be in hip flexion. Wait. So, this is where the pad comes into play. We're gonna tighten the strap up. We're gonna get into hip flexion. Lay it down on the pad. One foot's gonna go into the strap. So it's important to note while we're laying down here, one foot needs to be in the strap, one foot needs to be on the plate. One leg up, one leg down, both legs straight, toes flexed up towards you. Again, one leg has to remain on the foot plate for this to work. 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I'm actually going to take a moment here, everybody, to just reposition myself. You guys stay in the position that you're in. You don't have to change anything, but of course, if you need to make adjustments, then feel free to do so. Okay, other leg. 3, 2, 1, begin. Both legs straight, hip flexion. Nice and tall in your posture, keeping your hips down against the ground. This is why I use a strap, or otherwise I'd be directly on the floor. Or this is why I use the pad. Hope everybody can see me, hear me. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to continue to breathe and focus. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, drive 5, 4, 3, tighten up, 2, 1, rest. See, I'm going to have to stand up every time. Maybe if I can remember some here. We're going abduction, abduction, extension, extension, curl, curl. So we're going to be on our side next, people. Once again, we're going to be on our side. One foot is driving down in abduction. And we're here. I have some people that like being here up in this position here. You don't have to be. Just lay down and relax. But when I mean relax, tighten everything up. Nothing should be relaxed as we're doing isometrics, except our jaw and our breathing. Breathing shouldn't be forced. It should be rhythmic. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Turning around to the other side. Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn my back on you guys, though I would never do that to you. One leg up, one leg down. Outside in the snow for the people. 3, 2, 1. Begin. I like to think that I'm standing upright and the hips are pushed and extended through. We don't want to be rounded too much here. Nice and tall. Project the hips forward. One leg down, one leg up, both hips operating. Toes in alignment. Toes dorsiflex, ankle dorsiflex up towards you. Stick with it here. Keep battling. And rest. Ooh, that was a tough one. Okay, we're going to be on our stomach next for 4 exercises here on our stomach. Let's tighten up this strap. Let's get it tight because we're going to go hip extension on our stomach. Both feet are underneath the strap on our bellies. One foot is driving up, one foot is driving down. The reason why I want the strap tight is because I do not want too much hip extension. So your toe of the working leg should be at the heel of the leg that's down. And 45-degree external rotation from the left leg here. And we're driving our other leg down into the foot plate. And rest. Okay, let's make the most of our 15-second rest here because we got hip extension and then we got 2 hamstring curls. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, you've made it. This is probably workout 16, 17. Nope. This is workout 22. See how fast? This is exercise 22. See how fast it goes? So if you haven't noticed yet, you can really crush the legs and the hips doing this form of isometrics. So again, 45-degree external rotation of the leg that's up, keeping both legs straight. Try and keep both knees off the ground. We're going to keep the knee on the ground for our hamstring curl. Remember, one foot has to remain on the foot plate. Legs straight, breathing, rhythmic breathing, everything nice and tight. One foot down, one foot up. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, we're going to go to the hamstring curl next. Let's start with whatever leg you've been starting with, whether that's the right or the left leg. I'm going to start with my left leg because that's the closest one to you. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's begin this set. So one foot's driving into the foot plate. We're trying to get 90 degrees in our knee, and we're pressing our heel and our Achilles against the strap, trying to get a hamstring curl. One foot is straight and down against the foot plate. The other knee is at 90 degrees, pressing up into the strap. Hamstring curl. Keep your low back down. Keep everything down with this. Now tighten up. Is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, so then the other foot goes on the foot plate. Let's make the most of this 15-second rest here. We'll start the set on the other leg of hamstring curl at 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Attempting to get around 90 degrees in the knee of the flex knee. Keeping our hamstring down. Press our toe into the foot plate. We're almost through this 30-minute set. Just keep going, right? Every exercise is as important as the one before it and the next one. So be laser focused and staying tight through these exercises, contracting the hamstring muscle as best you can, 10 seconds. Don't ease up, right? You can probably get lackadaisical in the last 4 or 5 minutes here. Let's not do that. And rest. I'm going to have to stand up and see what we got next. This is a one-man show. Thanks to everyone that's been staying with me here. We had a hollow hold, neck flex, neck extension, push-up. Okay, so now our head, everybody, is going to be on the foot plate. The head is going to be on the foot plate. Like we're laying in bed, like we're going to take a nap. We're doing a hollow hold. Our arms are underneath the strap. This one's going to be very challenging. If you have to put one foot down, do so. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Only thing that stays on the ground is the low back. and the hips. I keep right now my shoulders are also down. Let's do that. Let's keep our shoulders down here. Again, if you have to take a break from this, put one foot down. Otherwise, stay engaged and tall and rest. Okay, next we're going to neck flexion. Tighten that strap as much as you can. The strap is going to go right at your forehead here. Right at the forehead. Now you're going to flex up into the strap. Okay, so use your arms to hold the foot plate down. Otherwise, just keep your hands up and just contract your head, flex your neck into the strap. Cannot tell you how great this is for posture, for the jawline and the belly fat underneath and around the neck. When you get a neck exercise of 45 seconds like this here, I'm going to stop talking so I can finish this set. Finish strong here and rest. Okay, now we're going to rotate to our stomach for neck extension. One adjustment I'm going to make here, and again, if we're not ready in position, I'm going to put this the long way. I'm going to put the foot plate the long way. Now I got to tighten everything up to get myself back. We're laying on our stomach for neck extension. This is going to go on like a hat. We're pressing up. Okay, so what I like to do with neck extension is get tall in my posture, drive my arms straighten up, my legs straighten up, shoulders away from the ground as much as possible, and pressing the neck up. If you feel like you're too strong and the foot plate's coming up, you can just put your hands here. It'll be more neck focused here. And nice and tall in your posture, extending through. And rest. Okay, the next exercise is a push-up. We're almost through. I'm going to get this foot plate back facing this way for the push-up. The clock has started. If you're ready and you're in position, you can begin here. Okay, so I'm going to lay and put my hands on the foot plate. The strap's going to go around my back right here. And I'm going to press up. I'm late to the party here, but that's okay because this exercise is so hard. Even if I get 10 seconds worth of time under tension, it's worth it. So the strap is right at my shoulder blades. I'm keeping myself straight, tall, squeezing my quads, locking my knees out, pressing my hands down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I'm going to have to get up just to see what we have to finish out the workout. Thanks for going along for the ride. We got 2 more exercises, right? No, we got 3 more. Push up. No, we got 2 more. Plank and cobra. Okay, the plank. Let's get this pretty tall here because we're going to be in a locked out plank position, similar to the push up. We're here. Even if you don't feel like the strap is there against you, you're still just going to press your hands down and knees down. I'm going to pause for a moment just to get into better position. As you can see, some of these are going to take a little bit of work from you. But if you do this workout maybe 2 or 3 times, you'll perfect it. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Press your toes down, everything tall, pushing through. Hands underneath the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop down. I want the foot plate at the midsection for the last exercise. Thanks for sticking with me. The strap is going to be right at your back. Right at your back. And let's get the strap as tight as you can get because we got cobra. So pressing the arms up and away. Again, our belly's on the foot plate. Our arms are activated through, keeping them straight. We don't want to bend at the elbows here. Nice and tall, chest tall. You can even get your legs off the ground. One final posterior isometric hold. Okay. We got 20 seconds for our last exercise.
Like that. Nice and tall. Driving up. Finish strong. Triceps going. 7, 6, 5, 4. Head and neck neutral. 3, 2, 1. And rest. One. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for joining me on such a great adventure. The strap, the foot plate, the pad. You get a complete full body exercise in 30 minutes. We've taken the last 30 minutes to generate force through the muscle, increase tendon stiffness, focus on our breathing, opening up our lungs, activating muscle fiber through our central nervous system, awakening all the systems and functions of the body. Let's see if I have anybody on YouTube. You guys can't see, I got a lot going on right now. Okay, there was one other thing that I wanted to show you guys something cool as a cool little bonus for staying with me this long. I'll be right back. Be right back. This is what I made about 4 years ago. Basically what I did was I had a bunch of leftover 2x4s. I think I just like glued them and screwed them together. And I had a couple 2x6s. So I don't know if you could see that, but what I did was I screwed a hook into there. I was doing isometric holds right on the hook. I was also doing some like stuff like this. But I don't know if you got some 2x4s and 2x6s laying around. And then I just glued some foam to the bottom of it so it's not eating up the floor. I don't know why I'm showing you this. What's the point of this again? What I was going to say is if you don't have a strap, if you don't have a foot plate, you can make something like this and then just drill holes, take those pieces out, something like that, so that you can have something to hook underneath here. So let me show you one more thing. It's cool. It's worthwhile, I guess. I'll leave this here. This sucker's going to be heavy, isn't it? Man, you guys are lucky I do isometrics. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to lift this thing up. You guys are lucky I like you. Otherwise, I wouldn't take the time to go and get this thing. So I have 2 of these. This was probably made 5 years ago. I have 2 of these. One's over there, but it's a rack. It's a barbell rack. Also made again of 2x4s. Once again, of gluing 2x4s, cementing them into a bucket. So I have a bench press option or a bicep curl option. I'm gonna have like a shoulder press or a squat or anything there. It's a deadlift option. So you can see here where you put the barbell needs to be lower than the other 2. So it sits there like a J hook. Understand what I'm saying? And this is last. And then what do? We sprayed some sort of like quick seal on it. We spray painted some quick seal on it, and it's been outside in the Northeast for 5 years now. So I don't know, just some other DIY options. This I don't use that much anymore because I don't use barbells, but this was before the Rogue rack. You guys saw my ISO rack. This is before that. Okay. Thanks for watching. If anybody has any questions, like and subscribe. If you want to figure out how to do this for yourself, or if you want me to just coach you through a session, there's going to be a link in the description to get on a phone call with me or a Zoom call, and we'll get you set up. Very simple, as you can see. There's a lot of DIY options. Otherwise, if you're the Isomax and the IsoFit, you can do all these exercises. So once again, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can use the Isomax. It might just take you a little bit longer to transition from exercise to exercise. However, with the Isomax, it has numbers. So you'll be able to refer back to the number you did last time. And live the dream, baby, because I'm living the dream. I get to explore and experiment with you guys on YouTube and do it live, baby. It's awesome. Okay, that's all I got. Over and out. Thanks for joining. Freezing cold. Got to go shovel more. Great. Can't wait. Shovel, they said.